Okay, so how has neurodivergence affected you personally?
So I actually was not diagnosed with my neurodivergence until my mid 20s. So I have ADHD and autism. I was diagnosed with both actually right before Thanksgiving. So not even a year ago was I diagnosed with ADHD and autism. So all my life, I was always falling short, whether it was socially or academically. There was just something about it. Like, I just could not click. Right, Lucky? Yeah. But there was just no connection at the end of the day. And I couldn't understand why I wasn't ending up, on honor roll or um, like making it into the colleges that I wanted. It was just something was missing. And as far as socially goes, there was like kind of this disconnect. Like even with my close friends group in high school and college, like I was in a sorority. Like you'd think that I'd have plenty of friends, but I never felt like I connected with anybody. Even with the friends that I felt like the closest to. I always thought there was some sort of disconnect. There was always something missing. And when I got my diagnoses, it made so much sense.
All right, so how has burnout affected you personally?
In lots of ways. So, oh, and this is Lucky, everyone. um, so burnout has affected particularly my adult life. I think in childhood, I did experience burnout. It was just a lot easier to hide it because I didn't have a whole lot of responsibilities. But this definitely affected me in my higher education. There was a time that I actually dropped out of college for a little bit and just was unable to make any decisions. I had to move back in with my parents. It was really not a fun time. Um, Another time was when I was in a not so great relationship, abusive actually, I would say, and it just sucked the life out of me. And again, like same result, like I had to quit my job, move back in with my parents, kind of start and reset, and I didn't really feel like an adult. It was like a really surreal experience. I was, in my 20s. Both times I was in my 20s, but I felt kind of like a little child like at the peak of that burnout.
So, what made you want to start this business and work with this population?
So I started coaching. I actually had a friend in college that started her own business as a fitness coach, and it seemed to be really appealing. So I looked more into it, got my health and life coach certification, and I decided to pick this specific niche because it hits close to home. I know for a fact burnout is not fun, especially for those like such as myself that are lower support needs in autism and ADHD. We're often accused of lying pretty much about our challenges and our disabilities. So I started this business to kind of create like a safe space for people going through similar issues that I went through.
And last but not least, what is your goal with being a life and health coach?
So my goal as a coach is to help as many people as I can. I chose this specific niche because I know how it feels and it hits close to home. I want to create a safe space, be somebody to turn to when, not many people really understand them.
Thank you so much for your time, Gracie.
Of course.